This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
Turn it over to the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome back for game 2 of the day here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars, who are now 7-1 on the season after an absolute gem of a ball game with Brandon Valley as they sneak out a 3-2 win over the host team.
Stars.
And now they'll try their luck. We'll see if they have anything left in the tank after that great game with Brandon Valley as they take on Shakopee Post 2. And we will go through the starting lineups here in 30 seconds on MSPN DTV. Stay tuned.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
All right, welcome back. So Fargo Post 400 will be the home team on the scoreboard in this contest here against Shakopee Post 2, who will be the visitors. So Gus Wermeyer is warming up on the mound here for the Stars. He's tossing them into the glove of Caleb Blanchette. You got Caden Newharth at first, Matt Bryant at second, Caleb Christensen, the shortstop, and Jace Burns at third. In the outfield, Alex Christopherson in left. Center field is Kane Mathiasen, and right field is Gus Pankratz. The batting lineup here for Shakopee will look like this. Batting 1, 2, and 3, the second baseman, Ethan Crush. The starting pitcher, Carson Schroeder. And the center fielder, number 22, Ryder Peace.
Number 7, Ethan Crush.
So Ethan Crush will start things off here in the top of the first. And the first pitch is at 12:58 p.m. We are at 74 degrees under a cloudy sky where the sun's trying to break through. And some of those beams of the sun have successfully broken through on that. 2 balls and no strikes now here to start things off. Once again, Ethan Crush is the batter. And Wermeyer delivers. Got in there for a strike. It's 2-1. The middle of the order here for Shakopee will be Nick Johnson, Caden Olsen, and Colton Jenks. And that is going to be over a diving Caleb Christensen, picked up by Kane Mathiasen to hold Crush for a single. And it's a base hit. And a runner on for Shakopee.
Number 19, Carson Schroeder.
Carson Schroeder, the batter now. Sorry, actually I have Winnipeg up on our scoreboard there. I had to make that change. Let's see here. Looks like we're at 2 balls and no strikes to Carson Schroeder, as he appeared to square it for a bunt there. Once again, the runner on is Ethan Crush. And Ryder Peace is on deck. Hard hit ball, foul down the third baseline, and that'll be good for strike number 1. So 2-1 the count now here to Carson Schroeder. Stars have outscored their opponents 17-2 in the first 2 games of pool play so far. We'll see how the strike zone in this game changes with a different umpire behind the plate. There's certainly some questionable calls on both sides of the for both teams on balls and strikes in that first game, but unfortunately I'm up here in the broadcast booth, not behind the plate, so I can't do much about it. 2-2, make it 3-2 now. And a full count. Wurmeyer sets, delivers, runner takes off, and he walks him.
Walks brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics. Sanford Orthopedics offers total orthopedic and athletic care.
I'll bring up Ryder Peace.
Center fielder, number 22, Ryder Peace.
Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner on first. I didn't catch the jersey number though. First and second, and that's a well-hit ball into the gap in right center. Kane Mathiasen, does make the catch. Tagging up on second is Ethan Crush, and they'll put runners on the corners with 1 out.
Designated hitter, number 11, Nick Johnson.
So first and third for Nick Johnson now. He'll face pitch 12 from Wurmeyer.
Brody Sullivan is the runner for Shakopee.
And strike 2. So Wurmeyer gets ahead of Johnson, 0-2. Runners on the corners. And Shakopee threatening here in the top of the first. And that will be foul, and we'll stay at 0-2. Wurmeyer sets, delivers the 0-2 outside. Put it out there on purpose to see if he would chase. Johnson said no. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And he'll go down for out number 2.
That's McKinney Olsen's strikeout, the official insurance carrier of Brandon Valley Baseball. McKinney Olsen, your Sioux Empire insurance leader. First baseman, 21, Caden Olsen.
So 2 away with runners on the corners. Now the batter is Caden Olsen. He puts Colton Jenks into the on-deck circle if we can get that far into the lineup. Another pickoff attempt at first. And Ethan Crush standing on third, eyeing home plate. And that is over the head of Caleb Christensen. A base hit will score Crush from third, and it's runners on first and second in a 1-0 game here in favor of Shakopee. And that's the first time in the
Third baseman, number
pool
23.
play that Trails
Colton
have been behind
Jenks.
on the scoreboard. This one's going to be popped up, and it should be Matt Bryant making the catch. He'll call off Wiermeyer, and Matt Bryant will indeed make the catch for out number 3, so they'll strand 2 on base.
Shakopee
And
will
we'll
score
go now
one.
to the bottom of the
And
first.
the top of the first inning, we'll head to the Fargo half of inning number 1.
Matt Bryant, Kay Mathiasen, Caleb Christensen, your first 3 batters. And we return after the break. Stay tuned. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Mandy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
Topperson.
All right, welcome back. 1-0 Shakopee here in the bottom half of the first, and the Stars will bring out the bats of Matt Bryant, Kay Mathiasen, and Caleb Christensen to start things off against Shakopee starting pitcher Carson Schroeder. Schroeder will toss him into the glove of Keegan Hudson behind the plate. Caden Olson playing defense at first. Ethan Crush, the second baseman.
Second
Logan
baseman, number
Crush,
1, Matthew Bryant.
the shortstop, and Colton Jenks at third. Here's the first pitch. Missed for a ball, 1-0 here to Matt Bryant. In the outfield, Devin Drangsveit in left, Ryder Peace in center, and Kaiser I don't recognize that name. Kaiser Boran in right. If I'm saying that wrong, I'll find out during the commercial break. And that's going to go to right field, and they'll drop for a base hit. So 1 hit, 1 runner on the second pitch of the game.
Batting for
Or
Fargo,
the half inning,
center
I
fielder,
should say.
Number 3, Kane Mathiasen.
Kane Mathiasen, number 3, will face pitch number 3 from Carson Schroeder. So Matt Bryant on base. Mathiasen likes center and left. He doesn't go to right too often. Pitch will drop in for a ball. It's 1-0. Mathiasen is 5 for 17 this season in the 8 games that the Stars have played so far. And that'll miss for ball 2, and it's 2-1 now here to Mathiasen with Christensen on deck. 11 minutes into the ball game, the runner on is Matt Bryant on first. Schroeder will lean in to get the signal here from Hudson. He'll set, and he will ignore first and deliver the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Schroeder will now glance over his shoulder at first and fire over there, and Bryant's back in time. Two-two delivery. That one put up foul over the Stars dugout. Stars in the third base dugout. Shakopee in the first base dugout. We'll stay at 2-2 as a result. It's again a nice sunshiny day here. Currently sitting at 75 degrees. Forecasted high for today is 83. Bouncing ball out towards Crush, the shortstop. He fires it over. 6-3 ground out. And that retires one. It moves Matt Bryant up to second base.
Shortstop, number 6, Caleb Christensen.
So Logan Crush to Caden Olson for the 6-3. So once again, it's Logan Crush at short and Ethan Crush at second. Keep those two straight to the best you can. So with one away and a runner on second, it's Caleb Christensen now. And that one will squirt through to the backstop, and that will allow Bryant to advance to third. 1 ball, no strike here to Christensen. Big thanks to our sponsors, including Dakota Fins and Feathers, Buffalo Wild Wings, Marvin Windows, and DMN Industries, and Sweet Shots of Fargo. Just some of our sponsors supporting Post 400 baseball this summer here on MSPN Digital Television. And there is a ball down low and in for ball 2. 2-0, Matt Bryant on third. Got there via a pass ball a couple pitches ago. High for ball 3. Gus Wiermeyer awaits in the on-deck circle. Schroeder will set and deliver the 3-0. Got in there for a strike. He cashes in on his free strike coupon. (3-1) the count now. And the delivery, and that's sent foul to the right field side and out of play. And it's a full count at 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up here for Schroeder. He'll wind and deliver. And a bouncing ball that lands foul. Also, Frank's Lounge, FM Convention and Visitors Bureau in Fargo, Dulo's Woodfire Grill, TCI Insurance. Also, big sponsors of the broadcast this year for Post 400. And Mandy's at FargoND.com, where you can find something for everyone. And a 1 bouncer to second should be good for a 4-3, and it is, and that will allow the run to score from third. So it's an RBI ground out for Caleb Christensen, and we have a tie ball game at 1-1.
Batting for Fargo, the pitcher, number 19, Gus Wiermeyer.
So 2 outs on the board now. And that clears the bases for Gus Wiermeyer. And the pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Wiermeyer likes both left and right field about equally. He's only gone to center field once this entire season so far. That one's fouled out of the box, and had it not been fouled, it looked like it would have been lifted up into right field. Strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Gus Wiermeyer with 2 away. Gus Pankratz is the potential next batter. And the 1-2 swung on, sent to left field, and foul. So stay at 1 and 2. All right, reset here at 1 and 2 for Gus Wiermeyer. Pitch 20 for Schroeder. Wiermeyer will pop that one up into left field, and Dragonsvite is going after it, and he makes the catch. Excuse me, not Dragon, my bad. And we'll be back with more in just a moment here. 1-1 on the Mandy's of Fargo Indy.com scoreboard. We'll be back in just a moment.
By Buffalo Wild Wings.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
It's a 1-1 game after 1 inning of play here, and Logan Crush will step up to the plate to face pitch number 19 from Gus Wiermeyer. It's the bottom of the order, batters 7, 8, 9 for Shakopee here in the top of the second.
So for Shakopee, shortstop number 25, Logan Crush. Right fielder, 35, Kaiser Boran. And the catcher, number 4, Keegan Hudson.
On 18 pitches for Wiermeyer, 11 strikes and 7 balls.
5, Logan Crush.
And Wiermeyer will set. And Logan Crush will take that one to left field, where Alex Christofferson will get underneath it and make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. And you can't ask for better efficiency than that.
Right fielder, number 34, Kaiser Boran.
Kaiser Boran, the batter now. Batting in the 8 slot here for Shakopee. Wiermeyer will set and deliver. And he'll miss the inside edge, and it'll be ball 1. And that one's high for ball 2, so back-to-back balls thrown by Wiermeyer. Once again, it's Newarth at first, Bryant at second, Christensen the shortstop, Burns at third, Blanchette catching, Christofferson in left, Mathiasen in center, and Pankratz in right. 20 minutes into the ball game now. Still going through the first 9 batters of the lineup for both teams. And that will be, they're saying it hit the handle of the bat, or the lower end of the bat, and it'll be a foul ball, so two balls and 2 strikes will be the end result of that. And the 2-2 pitch. And that one's sent to right field. Pankratz is running after it, and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
Batting for post 2, the catcher, number 4, Keegan Hudson.
So this is the 9th batter in the lineup now, Keegan Hudson, with 2 away. And he'll face pitch 25 from Wiermeyer. There's a strike. And the 0-1 lands in for strike 2. Pitch looked like it was going to stay to the outside at the final moments. It broke in and caught Hudson looking. And Hudson will swing early and push it foul to the left-hand side, 2-1. Or, I'm sorry, 0-2. Nobody on base here, 22 minutes into the ball game, and we're stuck at 1-2 here for Keegan Hudson. And he sends it high, and had that stayed fair, it may have been trouble. But it did drift foul. And we'll stay at 1-2 once again. Two and two. And this one's going straight out to Kane Mathiasen in center, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. It's 1-1 to the middle of the second. And we're back after this. Stay tuned.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarette.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
Welcome back, 1-1 as we head to the home half of 2. It'll be Gus Pankratz, Jace, let me double check the lineup. Yes, Gus Pankratz, Jace Burns, and Caden Newarth as your 3 batters here in the bottom of the second. 25 minutes in, Carson Schroeder, 20 pitches, 7 balls, 13 strikes unofficially.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Fargo, the right fielder, number 35, Gus Pankratz.
Gus Pankratz hit a solo home run in that game against Winnipeg. Since then, he's had a couple of singles, and that's about it. And that pitch will miss outside on the, almost on the ground for ball 1. And that one is low for ball 2. There's a strike, so he'll take that one. That'll be a 2-1 count. Once again, Schroeder pitching, Hudson catching, Olsen at first, Ethan Crush second, Logan Crush short, Jenks third, Dranks fighting left, Peace in center, and Boran in right. So that one's fouled away for a 2-2 count. Big thanks to Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill and Mandy's of FargoND.com along with Buffalo Wild Wings and Vic's Lounge, Dakota Fins and Feathers for supporting Post 400 baseball this summer. Here's the 2-2. Swinging and a miss, and Schroeder takes care of Pancratz.
Strikeout, same great service since 1934.
And
MRG
it's
Sports
one out.
And promo.
Brings up Jace Burns.
Batting for Fargo, third baseman, number 13, Jace Burns.
Jace Burns, not in every game's lineup, but he is. Let's take a look here. He still has 12 at-bats this season for not being in the lineup much, which I suppose is a good problem to have. That one's going to be foul for strike 2. He's 4 for 12 on his at-bats. Hit to left, 3 hits to center. 0-2 the count now here to Burns. Caden Neuharth awaits on deck, and that pitch will come in high, and it's 1-2. Stars have 2 hits. Shakopee has 1 hit in the game. Both teams have 1 run. That one's fouled away, and we'll stay at 2-2. Shakopee has left 2 on base. The Stars, nobody on base up to this point. Schroeder will set up for the 2-2 delivery. High for ball 3. And the payoff pitch swung on, ground ball towards Crush at second. And he'll fire it over to Olsen for the 4-3, and that's out number 2.
Brings up the first baseman, number 14, Caden Neuharth.
Caden Neuharth, 4 for 12 on his at-bats this season. All 4 of his hits went to left field. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a high strike, 0-1. So we reach the 30-minute mark of the ball game now. Final game of the day for the Stars. We'll have one more tomorrow at 1 o'clock against Aberdeen, and then that will wrap up pool play, and then we'll see where the Stars sit at that point as far as additional games on Sunday, possibly Monday. Oh, 2 from Schroeder. Ooh. A couple occasions last game that would have been strike 3, but not this time around. And the 1-2. Fouled off. Coach Pearson will be charged in there for not catching that with his right hand. I had to say that because he mentioned that I never talk about him in the broadcast, so there you go. 1-2. That one's fouled off. We'll stay at 1-2. And that one is also fouled off. So 3 back-to-back pitches fouled off all in the same direction. 2 stay in the field of play. The other one is out of here pretty much, possibly into the other field where a game is being played. And here's the third 1-2 pitch, I think, maybe the fourth, and that's going to be popped up. Backpedaling is Crush, but it's going to go deeper than that, and Kaiser Boran will make the catch, and that will set the Stars back, send the Stars back to the dugout to grab their gloves. And we have a 1-1 game after 2 complete.
Through 2 innings.
And we're back in a moment here on MSPN
Shakopee,
Digital Television.
1.
Stay tuned.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. Back to the top of the order. Gus Wiermeyer took 31 pitches to get through the first 9 batters for Shakopee, and now he'll toss pitch 32 to start the top of the third. It'll be Ethan Crush, Carson Schroeder, and Ryder Peace, the batters here.
Baseman, number 7, Ethan Crush.
Crush is 1 for 1, has a single right up the middle into center field in his first at bat. And the delivery will come inside edge for a strike. 0-1 to Ethan Crush. Once again, I want to say thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings, Marvin Windows, D&M Industries, along with Sweet Shots and Mandy's of FargoIndy.com for supporting Post 400 baseball this summer. Backpedaling is Caleb Christensen. Coming in is Kane Mathiasen, and making the catch is Alex Christofferson.
The pitcher, number 19, Carson Schroeder.
2 pitches in and out here in the top of the third. A hit to center fielder that was caught by the left fielder. Carson Schroeder, 0 for 0. He was walked by Wiermeyer last time he was at the plate. And this one, a ground ball towards Christensen. He'll pick it up on a couple hops and get it over to first. And he's out. Thought for a moment Neuar's foot maybe have left
Center
the bag,
fielder,
but it
number
will
22,
be out too.
Ryder
It'll be a
Peace.
6-3 ground out. And Ryder Peace fly out to center field last time he was at the plate. And it's 2 up, 2 down here for Shakopee in the top of the third. High pitch inside that Peace had to duck down a little bit to get out of the way of, and it'll be a ball and no strikes. And that'll be a base hit to center field.
Designated hitter, number 11, Nick Johnson.
Nick Johnson 0 for 1. It's, struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. Ryder Peace on first will lead off. Wiermeyer will stare him down and deliver the pitch. Outside, oh, he got the edge. Ball was strike 1. Meyer delivers the 0-1, and now it's 0-2 as he fouls that one away off the third base side. Two away, runner on first is Ryder Peace, and an 0-2 count here to Nick Johnson. Caden Olson awaits a potential opportunity to bat this inning. And the pickoff attempt is not there in time, but it'll keep Peace in check at the first base bag. Stars have a game at 1 tomorrow against Aberdeen. Now wrap up pool play. This is a high fly ball to right field. Going back, and it could be gone, and it is a foul ball. It said it went to the right side of the foul pole. And just missed a 3-1 lead there off the bat of Nick Johnson. Time called by the batter. Now the home plate umpire will give the okay to Meyer to pitch, and the pitch will come in. And did it hit him? It did. Yep. So runners on first and second.
Better hit by the pitch. Sioux Falls Urgent Care for all of your unexpected bumps and bruises. It's Sioux Falls Urgent Care. First baseman, number 21, Caden Olson.
And the aforementioned Caden Olson is 1 for 1 with a single to left field. Got it about 2 feet over the leap of Caleb Christensen, the shortstop, last time he was at the plate. And he's going to go towards Christensen again. He'll sneak it by him again. And Ryder Peace will round third. The throw will come in, but it will not be in time. And it's an RBI single for Caden Olson, scoring Ryder Peace from second and moving Nick Johnson up to second. And it's a 2-1 ball game.
Batting for post 2. Third baseman, number 23, Colton Jenks.
Colton Jenks popped out to second baseman Matt Bryant last time he was at the plate. Shakopee retakes the lead. The only time the Stars have trailed in a game were the 2 preseason games. And then this one's a non-conference game, so that, I guess you could consider it a mid-season, preseason game. I don't know why. And this one's going to be popped up right center field. And making the catch will be Gus Pankratz, and that will strand 2 on base. And that'll move us to the home half of the third.
Shakopee will score 1 in the top of the third. They'll carry the lead over Fargo 2-1 as we head to the bottom of inning number 3.
We're back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Welcome back. 2 on Shakopee on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. And we head to the bottom of the third with batters 8, 9, and 1 for Fargo Post 400. It'll start off with Caleb Blanchette. He'll face pitch number 40.
Leading off for Post 400, the catcher, number 5, Caleb Blanchette.
Blanchette, first plate appearance here in this game. He has a hit to right, ground out to second, reached on an error, and reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch strike, and it's 0-1. And Schroeder with pitch 40 makes the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike, and on 40 pitches, 26 of them have been recorded as strikes. He'll set and deliver the 1-1. Low for ball 2. And he wind up in the 2-1 delivery. Swung on, hit deep to right, and foul. And another fouled away pitch. This one into the grass and off to the right side. Number 2 coming up. Pitch 45. Low, ball 3 and a full count. Dakota Fins and Feathers, Vic's Lounge, Frank's Lounge, FM Convention, and Visitors Bureau of Fargo. Just some of our sponsors for supporting Post 400 baseball this summer. Here's the payoff pitch. Foul to the right field side and out of play. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat between Schroeder and Blanchette. Ball, strike, ball, fouled away, ball, fouled away. In that order on the 8 pitches, or 7 pitches so far. And here's pitch 8. And that's fouled away. So he's fouled off 4 of the last 5. And he stays alive at 3-2. And payoff pitch number 3 coming up here. And he fouls that one off, and we'll have payoff pitch number 4. And he's fouled off 5 of the last 6 now. 2, a ball, and then 3 more. And I've lost track. I think this is the 4th payoff pitch. And he got him looking. A long at-bat for Caleb
The official
Blanchette.
insurance carrier of Brandon Valley Baseball.
And that is out number 1. Alex Christofferson will try his
Brings
luck
up the left fielder for
against
Fargo,
Schroeder now.
number 12, Alex Christofferson.
Christofferson will face pitch 50 from Schroeder. We're 44 minutes into the ball game. Sunny sky in the upper 70s right now. Here's the delivery of that pitch, and it'll miss outside for a ball. And on 50 pitches, it is 17 balls and 33 strikes unofficially. Low for a ball, and it's ball 2. What's going to strike is anything. That's not a ball, pretty much. Check swing, and the first base umpire says he held back. Ball 3. Ball 4. Now walk him on 4 pitches and put a runner
Brought to you
up.
by Sanford Orthopedics. Sanford Orthopedics offers total orthopedic and athletic care.
So it took Carson Schroeder 53
That'll
pitches
bring
to
us
get
around
through the
to
first
top of
9
the order
batters.
for Fargo, and the second baseman, number 1, Matthew Bryant.
And one of those 33 strikes resulted in a single from Matt Bryant to right field. He's 1 for 1 as a result, and he steps up to the plate now. Pitch that will go down the middle, but it'll be a little bit too low for a strike, and it'll be ball 1. Stofferson, the runner on first. Stars trail 2-1 on the Mandy's FargoND.com scoreboard. 1 ball, no strike, 1 away, bottom of 3. Schroeder will set and deliver. Runner will go, fouled off, runner will go back. Strike 1 and a 1 ball, 1 strike count. So ones across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on, and a 1-run ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd. 47 minutes in. Matt Bryant wearing jersey number 1, 1 for 1. I told you there was a lot of ones on the board. And a pickoff attempt, and back in time is Christofferson. Also has a 1 on his jersey, but it's followed by a number 2, and that will end the ones conversation for now. And a fitting way to end it. And there's a strike, strike 2. And that is fair down the 3rd baseline. He snuck it right over the bag. And now heading into 3rd, he slides in and he's safe. And that's going to be a double for Matt Bryant, pushing Christofferson over to 3rd. And a base hit and 2 runners in scoring position now for Kane Mathiasen.
Batting for post 400, the center fielder, number 3, Kane Mathiasen.
Mathiasen grounded out to the shortstop, Logan Crush, last time he was at the plate. And a base hit here for Mathiasen could potentially give the Stars the lead. He'll set, deliver. Low and in for a strike, 0-1. Caleb Christensen is the on-deck batter, 1 away. If no double plays happen, we'll see him next. The 0-1. And makes him dance a little bit. And it's 1-1. One, 2 on that fouled away pitch that came off the lower end of the barrel or higher end of the handle of the bat, right in that sweet spot that I just made up. Schroeder will set and deliver the 1-2 again, and it's high. We're even at 2-2. High and out. And that one's fouled away. A lot of fouled away pitches on the last 3 or 4 at-bats here. We're in the bottom of the 3rd, and there's only 1 out. We're almost an hour in on the game already. Not quite, but getting close. Here's the 2-2 delivery now. And that one will be fouled at the plate. We'll stay at 2-2. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat between Schroeder and Mathiasen. Runners on, Christofferson on 3rd, Bryant on 2nd. First base open. And the 2-2 repeated. Inside, hits some, bases loaded. And Mathiasen might have a little bit of a bruise on his back with that one.
Mathiasen hit by pitch.
So the bases are loaded now for Caleb Christensen.
Sioux Falls urgent care. Brings up the shortstop, number 6, Caleb Christensen.
Coach Pearson will go up and just make sure that he's okay, and it looks like that he is. So the bases are loaded now with one out for Caleb Christensen, who grounded out to the second baseman, Ethan Crush, last time he was at the plate. Schroeder will set and deliver. Low for a ball. I held up just in case they called that a strike. And after that pitch and a 1-0 count to Christensen, there comes the Shakopee coach. And we'll see if it's just a chit-chat or if it's more. I would suspect possibly a chit-chat. And kind of put his hands down, which would suggest that it's just a talk. So to reset, Christensen on third, Bryant on second, Mathiasen on first. And Caleb Christensen's the batter. He's currently sitting with a 1-ball, no strike count. Big thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings, Sweet Shots, Marvin Windows, and D&M Industries, Maddie's of FargoND.com, TCI Insurance, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill in Fargo, FM Convention and Visitors Bureau of Fargo, Frank's Lounge, Vic's Lounge, and Dakota Fins and Feathers for supporting Post 400 baseball this summer. Nice long list of sponsors there, and we thank each and every one of them equally.
Christensen will continue his at-bat. 1-0 count.
All right, so back to action now here. Once again, 1-ball, no strike to Christensen. And Schroeder will set. He'll nod, accept the signal, wind, and deliver. Swing and a miss, strike one. And that one's going to be popped up foul territory and out of play to the first base side. 1-2. Big moment in the game here. Can Shakopee get out of this, or can the Stars get a run or two in? We're about to find out the answer to that question. Here's the 1-2 delivery. High bouncing ball towards third. He'll step on the bag at third, and that'll be the second out, but Alex Christopherson will come in and score to tie the game. Matt Bryant is off the base on the force out at third. Mathiasen up to second, and Caleb Christensen on with an RBI fielder's choice.
Brings up the pitcher, number 19, Gus Weremeyer.
All right, Gus Weremeyer now, 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. And he'll take the first pitch for ball one. And it is a 2-2 ball game now, and the numbers are pretty much even across the board. 2 runs on 4 hits for Shakopee, 2 runs on 4 hits for Fargo Post 400. The only difference right now is the runners left on base. Stars have left nobody on base up to this point in the game. Shakopee has left 4 on base up to this point. I thought the last pitch was a strike, but maybe it wasn't. 2 balls and no strikes. And there's a ground ball to second. Crush will pick it up. He'll fire over to first to get the easier of the out opportunities. And on pitch 71, the Stars are retired here, and they strand 2 on base.
It's Shakopee 2, Fargo 2. In 2017, the Brandon Valley Baseball Association stopped dreaming and started doing. The result is this beautiful First National Bank field. With the help of First National Bank, this facility became a reality.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
First
Stay
National
tuned.
Bank for believing in the dream.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Well, it's been a game of whatever you do, I can do. Anything that Shakopee's done in the top of the inning, the Stars have matched in the bottom half of the inning through 3 innings of play. We'll see if that pattern continues or not here as we move into the top of the 4th.
The shortstop, number 25, Logan Crush.
Logan Crush flied out to left field last time he was up. We're approaching the 1 hour mark of this ball game here. We're at 57 minutes in. Gus Wiermeyer with pitch 43 to start the top of the 4th against the bottom of the order. Batters 7, 8, 9. Ball 1 to Logan Crush. The 1-0 delivery, swung on and bouncing ball towards third, scooped up by Jace Burns and fired over to Neuharth for the out, 5-3.
Right fielder, number 34, Kaiser.
I'll bring up Kaiser Boran, and he is 0 for 1 with a fly out to Pankratz in right field. So 2 pitches in and out, and that pitch will miss for a ball. And we're at 3 pitches now in this inning. Wiermeyer 30 strikes on 45 tosses thus far. 1 ball, no strike, and the pitch. There's strike 1. Check swing, and the first base umpire says no, he's safe. 1-2. Actually, no, he must have called it strike. 1-2. And a ground ball to Burns again. He'll pick it up, fire it over. It's going to be close. Safe. Infield hit for Boran.
Catcher, number 4, Keegan Hudson.
Keegan Hudson fly out to Mathiasen in center field. It's more of a line drive shot than a fly out, but either way, it was to center field. And there's a nice curve ball for Wiermeyer on Hudson to bring strike 1 to the table. We've now hit the 1 hour mark of the game, and Wiermeyer's tossed pitch 50, which is fouled away for an 0-2 count. So 35 strikes on 50 tosses. Ethan Crush is the batter on deck. With 1 away, we'll see him unless a double play occurs. And a swing and a miss. It was a little bit to the outside, and he also went a little bit early. And a strikeout for Wiermeyer will send Hudson back to the bench, and I'll bring up Ethan Crush.
Second baseman, number 7, Ethan Crush.
Crush back to the top of the order now. His 3rd plate appearance. He's 1 for 2. Single to center and a fly out to center. Runner takes off. He reaches for it. Foul territory on the run. Making the catch is Jace Burns, the 3rd baseman, for out number 2. Now bring out Gus Pankratz. Actually, it
runs in the top of the 4th.
Must have been out number 3.
Game remains Shakopee 2.
Yeah, it will bring up Gus Pankratz. Just be after the commercial break. 2-2 here as I got a little bit ahead of
Action here. The
myself.
First
We'll
National
be back in
Backfield is
just a
brought to you
moment.
locally.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
All right, welcome back. 2-2 on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. All the scoring has happened in the odd innings, and nothing has happened in the even innings so far. We'll see if that changes here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 hour and 2 minutes into the ball game. It'll be Pancratz, Burns, and Neuarth. As Schroeder takes the final 1 or 2 warm-up tosses here to the tunes of DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Old school 90s hip-hop track. Like it a lot. More on the light side of hip-hop. More
Hitting
towards
off for Fargo
pop.
Post 400. The right fielder, number 35, Gus Pancratz.
Pancratz struck out swinging in his first at-bat in this game. See if he can return to his power swinging ways here. And maybe the teams watch that first game and they're like, we got to pitch differently to this guy. And if that's the case, it's worked so far. And that's fouled back for a strike, 0-1. And that one comes off the glove for ball 1. Shakopee, 5 runners on base. Fargo, 2 runners on base. That's the only difference in this game so far. And this one's going to be popped up. First base side running after it is Caden Olsen, and he will lose it out of the park. One ball, 2 strikes now to Pancratz. Jace Burns awaits on deck. Swing and a miss. A late swing, and he strikes out again. Jace Burns grounded out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate.
1934. Third baseman, number 13, Jace Burns.
And that will be a base hit in the center field. And that'll break the dead even numbers on the scoreboard, at least for now, as they pick up an extra hit.
First baseman, number 14, Caden Neuharth.
Caden Neuarth, 0 for 1, fly out to Boran in right field last time he was at the plate. Blanchette moves into the on-deck circle. Pitch number 76 from Schroeder, and it's in for strike 49. 0-1 to Neuarth. Newarth will check the 0-4-1 play on his card, put it back in his pocket, and await the pitch that goes down low for a ball. 1-1. Cool thing about the numbering system is coach could call 0-4-1 8 times in a row, and it would mean 8 different plays. I won't give away the secrets on how that works, but I'll let you decipher for yourself on how you think that may work. 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Newarth. And a close play at first on Burns, but he's back safely. And the pitch. And a hard hit ball that just fouled on the third base side and will stay at 1-2. And there's going to be a over the head of the right fielder. Boran misjudged it, maybe lost it in the sun. Burns is going to cruise into third. And since it's over the outfielder's head, it is a hit, not an error. And that will be a double as a result. And that was pitch 80, 52 strikes for Schroeder.
The catcher, number 5, Caleb Blanchette.
So they will disagree with me on the error on the scoreboard. That's okay. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Jace Burns on third, Caden Newarth on second, Blanchette the batter. Christofferson in the on-deck circle. Blanchette and Christofferson represent batters 8 and 9 in the lineup here for the Stars. And that one's drilled to the right side and foul. Strike 1. Did he score? He did. He stole home. Jace Burns stole home to give the Stars a 3-2 lead. It has been about 4 years since I've had a chance to see somebody steal home. And now here on MSPN, runners who've attempted to steal home are 2 for 2. Right now the Shakopee coach is talking to the umpire. And now the 2 umpires will get together. I believe the coach is arguing interference from the batter, but the batter was squaring up for a bunt, so we'll see how they decide this. And it will remain as is. It's 3-2 on a stolen home base by Jace Burns. So runner at second as a result. Swing and a miss for Blanchette, and that is strike 2. Strike 2.
So McKinney Olson strikeout, the official insurance carrier of Brandon Valley Baseball's McKinney Olson, your Suit Empire insurance leader. Brings up the left fielder, number 12, Alex Christofferson.
Steve on the chat, big Ashton Rios fan. He's not playing yet. He's on the reserve for this game. We'll see if he comes in later or not. Jim from Denver, North Carolina, thanks for tuning in, a big Post 400 fan. One ball, no strike to Christofferson. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1. Christofferson was walked last time he was at the plate. And that one's popped up and falls right in front of the netting here in front of us. Two the count here, and we'll see if Schroeder can sneak a strike by Christofferson or not. 2 away if he can. That would leave Noir stranded on second. And the pitch high for ball 3. So half inning will continue for at least one more pitch. And a strikeout. Got him looking, and that will leave Noir stranded on second.
Strikeout. Same great service since 1934. MRG.
The Stars steal home to take a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the fourth, and they take a 3-2 lead into the top of the fifth. When we return after this, stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, we're in the top of the fifth. It's Carson Schroeder, the batter. He's 0 for 1. He was walked his first time up, then he grounded out to third base on his most recent trip at the plate. 1 ball, no strike here to Schroeder, and the pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. The one pitch, and that'll come inside for ball 2. So Carson Schroeder, who's at bat now, struck out Alex Christofferson on his 90th pitch of the game. So we'll see if he continues in the bottom half of this inning on the mound or not, and that will be an error on the Stars. You don't see those too often, but they do happen occasionally, and that was one of those cases there. Got a little bit carried away and made a bad throw, and that will allow Schroeder to reach base.
Center fielder, number 22, Ryder Peace.
Ryder Peace is 1 for 2. A fly out to center and a single to center. And now Shakopee coach is going to have some questions for the umpire, and then we'll talk things over, and we'll thank a few of our sponsors, including Buffalo Wild Wings, Dakota Fins and Feathers. You can find them on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Frank's Lounge, Vic's Lounge, FM Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Hey, who's up there? Is Brown up there or Jeremy? Who's in the press box? What did I say? Nope, there's no Brown.
So the umpires are asking for press box workers to contact somebody on the phone. So we'll be a little bit delayed here.
They're asking for somebody.
Hey, the umpires need your help right now.
So we'll see. It doesn't look like it'll cause a delay in the game here, but whatever that situation is, it'll hopefully get resolved soon. Ryder Peace is the batter. And that pitch, I believe, came across for a ball. 1-0 here to Ryder Peace. And there's a strike, 1-1. Or it's actually a 2-strike count, I guess. Now we have a ball on the throw up second. Oh, he didn't control it. If Christensen would have snagged that, it's possible he would have been able to tag him out, but it doesn't matter. And Schroeder will steal second. One ball, 2 strikes. And a ground ball. The first mishandled by Neuarth. That's the second error of the game. Too many more of those, it's going to cost them. This time it does cost them a run, and we're tied at 3.
Designated hitter, number 11, Nick Johnson.
So Ryder Peace stands on second. Run scores as a result of the second error of the game here for the Stars. The Stars have never won a game where they've committed 3 or more errors this season. Safe on the pickoff attempt. So based on that fact, you could potentially say they're still in the safe zone, but a strike is called, and we're at 1-1. Hour and 20 minutes in. This time, nope, he got his right hand on the bag, and he's back in time. Ryder Peace at an hour and 21 minutes, gets back to the bag and remains on second base. Nobody out here in a tie ball game and a runner in scoring position in the pitch. Two balls and a strike. And the Stars are going to send, looks like Colston Sen into the dugout to start warming up here. So we might have a pitching change soon. Mathiasen will catch it in center. He'll throw it back in quickly, and Peace will remain stuck at second base for the moment. There's out number 1. Nick Johnson with a fly out.
First base, number 21, Caden Olson.
Caden Olson has had a good game. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles to left field. And the pitch is up high. Ball 1. Ball 2. Get the feeling here that if Caden Olson gets a base hit, that might be the end of the day for Wieremeier. Or if he walks him. And that will allow that runner to advance to third. That's Ryder Peace getting over to third on the wild pitch. No movement from the coach yet, but Colston Sen is warming up in the bullpen. And he walks him.
Third baseman, number 23, Colton Jenks.
Hudson Stein or no, it wasn't Blanchett because he's catching. So it was Hudson Stein that went out to the bullpen with Colston Sen. So one of those two will probably come into pitch here soon. Once again, it's just a team meeting at the mound this time around. Colton Jenks is the batter, 0 for 2, a fly out to second, a fly out to right, and a ball 1 pitch here from Gus Wieremeier. He's approaching 70 pitches, according to my numbers. We're an hour and 25 minutes in, runners on the corners here. And that's ball 2. And that's probably going to do it for Wieremeier. Here comes Coach Fichtner, and when Fichtner comes to the mound, it's 99% of the time a pitching change. When one of the other coaches comes to the mound, it's usually just a chit-chat. So I would suspect that Wieremeier's done. 68 pitches, 43 strikes, 25 balls, tied ball game. And, yep, Fichtner will ask for the ball, and we'll see either Colston Sen or Hudson Stein potentially, who's coming up to the mound here. Looks like possibly Sen. I haven't caught the jersey number yet, but it looks like him. And yes, it will. It'll be Colston Sen who takes over on the mound here for Gus Wieremeier.
With Taco John's pitching change for Fargo post 400. On the mound, number 10, Colston Sen. Colston Sen on the mound for Fargo post 400 Stars. All pitching changes at First National Bank Field are brought to you by Taco John's, home of the world famous potato olays, and always remember the extra nacho cheese. Taco John's pitching change, Colston Sen on the mound for Fargo post 400.
All right, so Colston Sen will warm up. And other defensive changes, including Gus Weremeyer going over to first and Caden Neuarth coming out of the game. At least I don't see number 14 on the field anywhere at the moment, so I think that's what happened. But I do know that Gus Weremeyer is at first base, so I would presume that Caden Neuarth is out now. And we will take a break, and we will come back, and we'll sort this all out. 2 balls, no strikes to Colton Jenks, and Colston Sen will join a mid-count batter here when we return after this. Stay tuned.
When one of us comes up short,
We all come up short.
there's no vape in team.
All right, welcome back. 2 balls, no strikes to Colton Jenks. Runners on the corners in a 3-3 ball game here in the top of the 5th. We're an hour and 27 minutes in, and Colston Sen will take over the 2-0 count to Jenks here and throw his first pitch of the ball game in relief for Gus Weremeyer. Sen delivers outside for ball 3. Jenks 0 for 2 on a pair of flyouts. 1 to the second baseman, 1 to the right fielder. And if I didn't mention it already, yeah, I did mention it. Gus Weremeyer is at first. There's a strike from Sen. So 3-1. We'll see if he can battle back from the inherited 2-0 count that he started with. And that's a well-hit ball to left field. It'll land for a base hit. That will score Ryder Peace from third, put runners on first and second, and Shakopee will take a 4-3 lead.
Shortstop number 25, Logan Crush.
So third base open now, runners on first and second, 1 out, and a 4-3 advantage for Shakopee. And that's going to be a base hit. That will stay fair. Rounding third is Caden Olson. He will score, and it's 5-3. You're on the wrong side of the scoreboard there. You have Fargo and 5-3. It should be flip-flop.
Right fielder number 34, Kaiser Boran.
All right. Sorry for the, did he make the catch? No, I don't think he did. Oh, he did make the catch. Nice diving catch by Mathiasen in center field. So that puts 2 outs on the board. And they have 6 runs now. I believe Olson and Jenks both came in. This is Keegan Hudson.
Catcher number 4, Keegan Hudson.
And nobody on base, so with the second out, that would take care of Kaiser Boren. All right, so let's get this sorted out here. All right, this is Keegan Hudson, deep to left and foul. So 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Base is empty. And that one's high to left, and it'll drift foul. And we're at 2-2. Hudson 0 for 2, fly out to center and a strikeout. Now he's at 2-2, and he'll send this one up. And racing after it is Wiermeyer. He tried to get it over the fence, but just off the edge of his glove. Nice attempt there by Wiermeyer, but it will fall short. Fouled away. So a big inning here for Shakopee as they score 4 runs to take a 6-3 lead and double up on the Stars. Inside, they'll call it a strikeout. Wow. All right, we're back with more in just a moment here. That's the end of the top of the 5th.
Shakopee will score 4 in the top of the 5th.
And it is now 6-3 in favor of Shakopee post 2 here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Mandy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, first pitch from the new pitcher, Caden Olson. That means we have a new first baseman. I haven't caught a jersey number yet. And that first pitch is in for a ball. It's 1-0. Matt Bryant, 2 for 2, a single to right and a double down the third base line last time he was at the plate. Pressure has been put on Fargo Post 400 now as they find themselves trailing by 3 runs. Ball 2. And a strike is thrown. 2-1.
Well, yeah, I think the parents of the church are just quieted down. Yeah. We're behind the plate for us. He was Jeremy here or something because I think he wanted to toss it back in.
3-2 now the
You
count.
guys know it's 7-3?
Okay, alright, see ya.
You know it's 7-3?
We'll get it fixed.
Okay.
Number 3, Kane Mathiasen.
Guess he has 6.
That one's fouled off. This is Kane Mathiasen. Matt Bryant's on first base. And we have no outs, no balls, 2 strikes to Mathiasen. Now I'm all caught up. And that's fouled into the box. So I have 6-3 on the scoreboard on your screen. I do have an unaccounted Shakopee runner that was somehow stranded on second, so that may make it 7-3. We'll get things confirmed here during the next commercial break. And now it's a high fly ball to left field, and he could not make the catch. Matt Bryant will head into third, and he will put on the brakes there, and it will be second and third for the Stars.
Batting for Fargo, shortstop, number 6, Caleb Christensen.
So a double for Kane Mathiasen to left. Pushes Matt Bryant to third and brings up Caleb Christensen. And nice snag there by Jenks at third. He fires over to first, but he doesn't get it there. He's saying that, the ump's saying that the first baseman came off the bag, and the first baseman is adamantly disagreeing, and now the umpires will get together and talk it over. The way it stands at the moment is that Christensen is safe, but we will see if that changes or not. He is out. It will change. So Christensen's out on a 5-3 ground out, I think it was. Matt Bryant will score from, no, he will not score from third. And 1 out on the board. So second and third for Gus Wurmeyer, the scheduled batter.
Batting for post 400, first baseman, number 19, Gus Wurmeyer.
Strike is called. 0-1. Wehrmeyer's 0 for 2. Fly out to left and a ground out to the second baseman. One's popped up and pushed foul. Strike 2. One's hit up to left field, and it is caught there by Drangsveit. Tagging on third is Matt Bryant. He scores, and the Stars get one back. Mathiasen will hang tight on second base. And it's now 7-4.
35. Gus Pankratz.
All right, got that corrected. We got into the right inning of play too. And now a base hit to left, and that throw will come in, and Mathiasen will stay at third. Runners on the corners. So the Stars trying to chip away at the 7-4 deficit.
Third baseman, number 13, Jace Burns.
Jace Burns, 1 for 2, ground out to the second baseman, and a single to right center field. Ball 1 to the inside on Burns. Caden Neuarth is the batter on deck. 2 away, runners on the corners. We'll see if Pankratz attempts to steal or not. Strike. 0-1. And that is a hit right back to the pitcher. He'll step on the bag. That'll strand 2. And your score after 5 is Shakopee 7 and Fargo Post for 100
in the bottom of the 5th. The score is 7-4.
So they get one back,
7-4
but they
Shakopee
still have a little bit of a hill to
inning.
climb here. Let's double check the numbers. So I should give one more hit to
Coming up
Shakopee.
next at approximately 3:30. We'll continue our Dakota Classic presented
And
by
all the rest of
Buffalo
those
Wild
numbers
Wings.
are correct now. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. Stay.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Well, despite being down 7-4, the only inning the Stars have not scored in was the second. They have a run in all the other innings, so we'll see if they can get one or two back here in the bottom half of the 6, but first they got to take care of business in the top half of the 6.
Leading off for Shakopee, the second baseman, number 7, Ethan Crush.
And a strike is thrown by Colston Sen. Crush is 1 for 3, a single to center, a fly out to center, and a pop out to the third baseman. Strike 2. So earlier when the umpires were calling up here, apparently there were some fans that were chirping and they wanted to remove those said fans. I'm not sure if those fans are still here or not. And frankly, it doesn't matter to me as long as we have a baseball game to broadcast. But just figured I'd update you on that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, 2-2. Strike, ball in that order to Ethan Crush. Once again, Colston Sen on the mound. He now has 15 pitches. 10 of them have found its way into the strike column. That one will not find its way into the strike column, and that's a full count at 3-2. And that one is up and gone and out the left side of the third base side is what I'm trying to say. And we'll stay tight at 3-2. Well hit ball to left, but it'll go foul. Sen will wind up for the payoff pitch and walk on. That one may have left his hand.
Brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics. Sanford Orthopedics offers
before he wanted it to.
And athletic care. First baseman, number 19, Carson
Schroeder is the batter now. 0 for 2 with a walk. A ground out to third and reach base on 1 of 2 errors. I think it's only 2. Let me double check. Yep, that's 2. Now show bunt. He'll pull the bunt back and the pitch will miss for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, and they're going to get him in a rundown between first and second. He slipped on his attempt to come back, and he gets tagged out, and Ethan Crush is off base. And that is out number 1. So that's a 1-3-4-1 on the rundown between first and second. Before the tag is applied, and that pitch will come in a little bit low for a ball. It's, let's see here. Should be Carson Schroeder at bat, right? Yes. And that should be a full count at 3-2. That one's hit up high left field. That's gone. Say goodbye. It is a solo home run for Carson Schroeder. No chance of that one staying in the park. Schroeder will extend Shakopee's lead to 8-4 on the solo home run. And you look back, if this lead holds for Shakopee, you'll look back at those 2 errors as the turning point in the game. And we talk about it in the pregame show all the time that they got to limit the errors to 0 or 1. And every time they've done a 0 or 1 error game, they have won those games. But this one, it's not looking to shape up too well at the moment. We'll see, though. Still a little bit of baseball to play. And there's a base hit into right field. They'll roll all the way to the fence, and things are clicking right now for Shakopee. He's going to get a triple to right field, or Ryder Peace with the triple. And now an error will score, and that will likely be the nail in the coffin there. The Stars are winless when they commit 3 errors or more in a game.
Designated hitter number 11, Nick Johnson.
And they've only lost 1 game this season, and in that game they committed 3 errors. And that one is popped up and pushed foul, and making the catch and running into the fence is Jace Burns. Sorry, couldn't get that one on camera for you.
Pitcher number 21.
That was a nice play by
Olsen.
Jace Burns. Caden Olsen 2 for 2, a pair of singles and a walk. And this is a ground ball to Christensen at short. He'll fire it across, and that will take care of the top of the 6th. A home run pushes the lead to 9-4, or an 8-4, and an error pushes the lead to 9-4. And we'll be back in a moment here with the bottom of the 6 when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Mandy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
Welcome back. 9-4 on the mandysoffargond.com scoreboard in favor of Shakopee.
Hitting off the bottom of the 6th.
And Caden Newart.
Colston Sen,
excuse me. As he came in to pitch, and that took Caden Newart out of the game. So this will be his first plate appearance of the contest. Colston Sen is 3 for 6 this season on his plate appearances with 2 hits to left, 1 hit to right. A ground out, 2 ground outs, and 1 fly out to left. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now here to Colston Sen. Stars will need a big inning here if they want to overcome this deficit, but it may be too little too late. I'll call that a strike. And it's 2-2, I believe. Yep, 2-2. Fouled at the plate. We'll stay at 2-2. Once again, the Stars will have one more game at 1 p.m. tomorrow against Aberdeen. And depending on the result of that game may determine the Sunday, Monday schedule if they have any games or not. Full count now here to Colston Sen. And that pitch outside. And they'll walk Sen.
Convenient locations including the Sanford Brandon Acute Care and Orthopedic Fast Track Clinic.
Caleb Blanchette is a scheduled batter,
Brings
and it will
Malachi
be
Weremeyer.
Malachi Weremeyer taking his spot. Malachi Weremeyer this season is 7 for 16 on his plate appearances. Takes ball one here. Twins and Astros play. That game starting in about 15 minutes from now. This game probably will be over or close to over by the time that game starts, so we'll have no updates for you. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Malachi Weremeyer. One. Weremeyer leans back as he already shaved earlier this morning. Ball 2. There's a strike. 2-2. That one will bounce away. Hudson wasn't able to keep it in his glove, and Colston Sen will take second as a result. And it'll be a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Christofferson's a scheduled batter. I can't quite see if it's still him or not. It will be and Malachi Weremeyer strikes out.
McKinney Olsen strikeout.
So let's see, is this Christofferson or is it somebody else?
Batting for post
It'll
400.
be Ethan Dahl.
Number 9, Ethan Dahl.
Ethan Dahl, 6 for 9 on his plate appearances this season. Some good numbers there. We've hit the 2-hour mark of the ball game now. And that pitch is outside, to put it kindly. And it's 1 ball, no strike here to Ethan Dahl. Matt Bryant is on deck. He's a scheduled batter, and he would bat next as long as no double plays occur. And the pitch, in for a strike, 1-1. Two balls and a strike now here to Ethan Dahl. Runner on is Colston Sen on second. 2 errors and 5 runs in the top of the 5th has been the story so far in this one. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout swinging puts
Okay,
out
also
number
the
2
LRG
on the
Sports and
board.
Promo strikeout, same great service since 1934.
Brings us to the top of the order. Matt Bryant now, number 1.
Second baseman number 1, Matt Bryant.
Bryant's had a good day. He's 2 for 2 with a single to right, a double down the third base line, and a walk. So he's reached base on all 3 of his plate appearances, only turned 2 of them into at-bats. And that one is gone foul. Strike is called. And that lands fair. Matt Bryant, it will be 3 for 3. He'll have himself a single, and scoring is Colston Sen. It's 9-5. So an RBI single for Matt Bryant, scores Colston Sen, and Kane
Center fielder,
Mathiasen
number 3,
comes
Kane
to the plate now.
Mathiasen.
Mathiasen 1 for 2. Ground out to short, hit by a pitch, and a double to left. See if coach does a hit and run here. Strike 1. And that's in for strike 2. And a high bouncing ball to first. He'll grab it, step on the bag, and that is out number 3. They will strand one on base, but they do get one across. But
Fargo gets one back in the bottom of the 6th.
it is
We'll
still
head to the
9-5 on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard in
9-5.
favor of Shakopee. And we'll be back with more here in a moment on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
All right, welcome back. 9-5 in favor of Shakopee here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. We're 2 hours and 5 minutes into the ball game. And right now, Gunnar Majerus is going to come in and try and hold the score at 9-5 as the Stars will have one more chance to try and close the gap on the scoreboard in the bottom of the 7th. And they have to take care of business here in the top half first. So this game will exceed the 2-hour mark, as Stars games normally do. And Colton Jenks, Logan Kraut,
Third baseman, number 23, Colton Jenks.
6, 7, and 8. Let's say that 6, 7, and 8, just in case they make changes. And that pitch will come in for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Colton Jenks, who's 1 for 3. Fly out, pop out to the second baseman, a fly out to right field, and a single to left field And 1-1 now the count here to Jenks. And that one is fouled off to the right side, and that is strike 2. And that one's high, and we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one is a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. That one high fly ball to right, and it is going to go foul. So we'll do the 3-2 over again. We still have a chance. Thank Buffalo Wild Wings, Marvin Windows, and D&M Industries, along with Sweet Shots, TCI Insurance, Mandy's of FargoND.com, Doolittle Wood Fire Grill, FM Convention and Visitors Bureau of Fargo, Frank's Lounge, Vic's Lounge, and Dakota Fins and Feathers for supporting Post 400 baseball this season here on MSPN Digital Television. Full count, fouled away again. And we'll stay at the full count for the 3rd pitch now. 2 more games after this one. North Winnipeg will play in both of those. And we'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the Stars game versus Aberdeen.
Walk-in run-out, Sanford Orthopedics.
So the walk will put Jenks on base, and it'll bring up Logan Crush.
Number 25, Logan Crush.
He's 1 for 3. He'll fly out to left, a ground out to third, and a double to left. And he'll show bunt. He'll pull the bunt back, the throw up to second base. The tag is applied, and he's out. So Jenks gets caught stealing. Two-6 on the throw up, on the throw out on Jenks, and that takes the runner off, and we're at 1 ball, no strike here to Crush. And Crush will send it to right center field. Looks like Pankratz is there, and he is, and that's out number 2.
Right fielder number 34, Kaiser Boran.
Kaiser Baran is 1 for 3 with a fly out to right field, a single down the third base line, which was an infield hit that he was able to run out the 5-3 throw on. And then on his most recent trip, he would fly out to right center field. And he's going to go to right and foul and out of play. One ball, one strike here to Boran. And the 1-1 delivery is outside for ball 2. 2 hours, 10 minutes, time of the game now. Keegan Hudson is the batter on deck with 2 away. We'll see if he gets a chance or not. Ball 3. It's looking like he might. And he will walk Boran, and now Hudson will get that chance.
Sanford Orthopedics walk. Catcher, number 4, Keegan Hudson.
Keegan Hudson is 0 for 3. He would fly out to center. He struck out swinging, and he direct ground out to first base as they try a pickoff attempt there on Boran. And this will be caught by Kane Mathiasen on a fly ball that looked like could have dropped between 3 players, and it didn't, and that will take care of the top of the 7th. So the Stars need 4 minimum, otherwise this game is done. And we'll see what happens when we return after the break. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. Stars trail 9-5 on the Manatees of FargoND.com scoreboard. And I believe Caden Olsen is still on the mound here for Shakopee. I have him, if it is him, I have him down at 46 pitches. And it is indeed Caden Olsen still on the mound.
Leading off for post 400 in the bottom of the 7th. Number 6, the shortstop, Caleb Christensen.
All right, Caleb Christensen has struggled here in this game. He's 0 for 3. Ground out to second, reached on a fielder's choice, and ground out to third. And the pitch, and a high fly ball that drifts foul to the right field side and out of play. Strike 1. Nine runs on. I don't think that's accurate. Let me double check my stats here. No, I'll hold off on those stats for the moment. 1 ball, 1 strike. Should be 9 runs on 9 hits for Shakopee, 5 runs on 7 hits for Fargo post 400. One ball and 2 strikes here to Caleb Christensen. This one's going to be popped up. Should be good for Logan Crush, and he will secure it in his glove for out number 1.
First baseman, number 19, Gus Weremeyer.
That last pitch on the pop out was pitch 50 for Caden Olsen. 32 of them have fallen into the strike category. Gus Weremeyer 0 for 2, a fly out to left, a ground out to second, and a sacrifice fly to left. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. I'm sure there's some post 400 fans who don't agree with that one, and it's strike 2 as a result. But like I said earlier, it's gone both ways for both teams, and even in the last game, the same thing. So apparently the strike zone changes every 7.5 pitches. It's 1 and 2 now. And the pitch, and it'll strike him out. Goes down looking.
Number G Sports and Promo.
And it's Gus Pankrat's turn to see if he can keep
Right
this inning
number
going
35,
here.
Gus Pankratz.
1 for 3, a strikeout swinging, a strikeout swinging, and a single to left field. And the Stars are down to their final out. They have nobody on base. 2 hours, 17 minutes, time of the game. And the pitch hits in for strike one. Nice pitch there by Olsen. So he was able to keep that one over the inside edge of the plate. And strike two. And if there's any Moorhead fans watching this, I don't know how you feel if your game on Monday would be played or postponed. And this is a line drive out to Crush at second, and that will do it. That is out number 2. And, oh no, it's out number 3.
That will conclude
I was
this
out 1.
full play game between
I was right on my scorecard. I was wrong on the buttons.
Gets the win.
Final score:
9,
Shakopee
Fargo.
Post 2 9, the Fargo
5.
Post 400 Stars 5.
Again, coming up
Let me
next year on
double-check
First
my
National
numbers
Bank
here.
Field, North Winnipeg taking on Aberdeen
Yep,
Smitties.
those numbers are pretty close
North
to
Winnipeg
accurate.
and
We'll,
Aberdeen Smitties coming up next
we
year
will
on First
wrap it
National
up
Bank
for
Field
this
to
one
continue
here,
the
and
action
we'll be
of
back
this
tomorrow
Dakota
at 1
Classic,
p.m. as the
presented by
Stars
Buffalo
move to
Wild
2-1 in pool play
In the
here
meantime,
with
concession
the
stands
loss
are
to
open here
Shakopee.
behind
We'll be
First
back in a
National Bank
moment.
Field, and you're
Or we'll
invited
be
to
back
meet your
tomorrow,
way
I
around
should
Aspen
say.
Park and check out
We'll
some
talk
of
to
the
you
younger
again soon.
tournaments going on.
Proceeding has been a copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online by searching MSPN DTV on YouTube and X to find broadcast schedules, on-demand broadcasts, and more. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.